Give me a second. I'm behind, as usual. A little bit. Just gonna do a few things here, guys. Who do we have here? We have Selma. We have Austin. Guys, it's nice to see you. Cat's coming in to say hi. So, as promised, if anyone was here during the afternoon live stream, we're going to go back to basics with some breath work. You can get caught up in a lot of um, exotic or seemingly exotic fancy breaths, and they're effective, which is why we get caught up in them. Hey, Eric, good point. How are you, my friend? Eric says, hey, Yogi. Get a thumbs up. Get a Joel. Thank you. It was nice seeing you out and about, Eric. I saw you at several live streams. Always a pleasure. We're gonna do a little. It was fun hanging out over at Chris's for a little game night. I don't think I got a single one right. Let's take a look around YouTube. Yeah, so I got to see Eric Point live, getting in his reps, 5 pumps, and hanging out. We have, I'm going to go over and say hi real quick, our friend Ashley. Ashley Ratliff is live. Our friend Austin is over there right now. So I want to say hi. Always feel a little bad. Seems that Ashley,
Get hold of him.
sorry guys, Ashley and I are always hitting that live stream about the same time, so I don't often get an opportunity. But I'd like to at least stop in and say hi. See who else we have. Hey, Eric Point. Have you ever been over? Doesn't do a whole lot of live streams, I don't believe. Old Natty. He's got some great workouts. He's just a couple years older than me. Let's see, man, Brian Lane got in 500 burpees today. All right, gonna bring up the desktop now. I just wanted to look around and see what's up. Hey, Brad. Brad, how are you? Sorry, guys, I will catch up in the chat in 1 second. I've decided instead of buying stronger, more powerful glasses, I'm just going to keep getting bigger screens. So eventually, my entire room is just going to be a screen, but it'll be easier to read. Eric says, yes, made the round. Dragon says, Ashley is live. Yep, I was just over there. Eric points say Dragon and ATC. You guys get a chance to hang out with Brad this weekend? He had some great live streams go up and running. Hey, Dale. Dale, how are you? Brad said, rough day. I opened my yogurt and Alit said, try again. I did not realize we were having a contest. Thought I had opened my yogurt wrong. Perhaps you did, Brad. Eric says, say the king. Brad is flexing for Eric. Hey, mostly says, so ATC. King says, hey to Eric. Brad says, mostly 6'6" with another flex. Drops just up in the thumbs up. Hey, I appreciate that. Catching up on videos. Always appreciate that thumbs up. Brad said, I decided instead to take the yogurt message as a positive. Like the yogurt was telling me not to give up. You play, fruit on the bottom. Okay. That would be an excellent commercial. Fruit on the bottom, hope on top. Phil says, done some jogging today. My therapy, very good for mental health. It is excellent for mental health. It's one of the reasons I started, why I was taken in so quickly with ultra running. My mom was in her last stages of Alzheimer's. Uh, my wife came back from Iraq, told me she wanted a divorce. Um, I moved out, separated from my dogs. I still showed up, to walk them every day because I was just down the street. It was a tough time. Hey, Laradox. Laradox says, Eric, my boy. Hey, Songhill. Rumor with a rumor says hi. How are you? Eric says, mostly I'm connected. I don't know if I'm connected to mostly or not, but let's get over there and find out. I am. I thought I was, but I wanted to make sure. We should, let's make it easier for mostly. Every once in a while, someone will come in and say, do you give everyone a mod status? And pretty much, yeah. Dragon says, Ashley told Selma, get back over here. That's fine. Ashley deserves the views. She's a good person. Eric says hi to Groomer. Songa said hi to Eric. Dill says, see, I've done some ultra runs. It's very impressive. The most I've run is about 14 miles. So it's not a competition, but what you do is fantastic. Thank you. Dill, I haven't done a race since 2019. Man, it's been a long time. 2019, I did my last attempt at 100. I dropped at mile 70 something. Last few races mentally, it just wasn't in it. Bunch of 50Ks, last attempt at 100. I think I walked 80 some miles at a 24-hour race. And I don't know what else I did, but yeah, it was just time. I'll probably be back someday to do it. I like the thought of doing another 100 in my 60s. I like the thought of doing one in my 70s. If I make it to my 80s, I like the thought of doing one in my 80s. Lucy says, Eric, it's not letting me connect to your channel. It should be easier now, mostly. There you go. Now that you're a mod. Lucy says, thanks, Eric. Just saw it come through. Eric says, interesting. Brad says, that sounds like a tough time in your life, Yogi. Too bad you're a vegan. You would have a yogurt to tell you to try again. This is true. It could have saved me a whole lot of miles. All I needed was a yogurt. But what would it have been to tell me to try again? Did another marriage? Get new dogs? I could never get new dogs. My last dog died in 2019, and I haven't been able to even think of. Well, I'm starting to think now, but I can't because my cats would not tolerate it, and they deserve. I don't know what their life's for, but they were, for whatever reason, in a shelter, 10 years old, twin black cats or sister black cats. Whatever happened to bring them here and to me, they're 13 now, or they will be 13. They deserve to be. They deserve to be happy. As much as I want a dog right now, as much as I want a dachshund. Lairdax is sending love. What's up, Lairdax? Hey, Tim. Tim says, Yogi and everyone in chat. It's nice to see you, my friend. Melis says, hey. Hey, Melis, how are you? Lairdax says, Yogi, how's it going, buddy? Lairdax is going pretty good. How was your last basketball game? Did you guys win? We got a question mark. What's the question, Groomer? Brad says, it's really up to you. The yoga just opens the door for you. You have to walk through it yourself. No, Brad, if I'm going to eat a yogurt, I want explicit directions from the yogurt. I want the yogurt to tell me exactly what to do. Hey, Mary. Mary, how are you? Mary's Gigs, the hardest worker with the heart of gold and the biggest smile on all of YouTube. She's always on the move, but she's always on the move and she's happy. Grima says, you seem like a lib, Yogi. Yeah, I do seem like a lib. Let's see. Tim says, Eric, country. Paradox says, hey to Mary. Hey, Michael. Michael, how are you? How's your throat? Michael says, hey, you go. Sorry, I'm late. And then I've been absent. I had all that stuff to do today. That's understandable. Tim says, Paradox. Paradox says, Tim, all things country. Hey, Selma, how are you? Brad says, hey to Paradox. Michael says, Grimmer, we tend not to speak politics here. Yep, we don't. Every once in a while, it sneaks in right around the edges. We skirt the issue. Bear says, hanging in there. Are you getting a chance to relax now? Is your day winding down? Michael says, hey, Tim. Brad says, it's yogi, not a religion. Jeez. You ever see the movie? I meant to talk to Kat and Jack about this. LA Story. You don't need to support. Groomer. No need to be sorry. I don't ask anybody to support my thoughts, my beliefs, any of it. Everything's, it's all up to you, my friend. So, no, Brad, I want my dairy products to speak wise words of wisdom to me. Is that asking for too much? I don't think so. Dell says, what do you think of people who believe they have to travel to faraway countries like India, for example, or the Himalayas to become what they say is enlightened? A distraction. It's a distraction. All of it is a distraction. Everything you need is right here, right now, and it's simple. It's why I think it was Pascal, right? He said all a man's troubles stem from his inability to sit alone in a room. So we think, because we can't do that. Thank you, Eric. That we'll go out, we'll go to the Himalayas, that we'll sit in an ashram. And I was there. I made plans. I was going to join the Self-Realization Fellowship. And at one point, I thought about being a Thai monk. Well, I wouldn't be Thai. I would be a monk in Thailand. But my yogurt told me otherwise. And here I am, stupid yogurt. So that's time I listen to a dairy product. That's why I'm a vegan. Someone says, I was spraying my perfume on my wife and Harrison tomorrow. That'll teach him. Hey, Toy Pups. Tim says, Toy Pups. Someone says, hi to Tim. Larodax says, Screamer, we are human beings just talking. What does it matter in the grand scheme of things? Absolutely, Larodax. That sounds like something that my wise and loving friend, Be Confident, would say. Eric's saying hi to everyone. Hey, Selma. I'm not going to do any live streams or any co-streams for a little bit. We're going to wait maybe towards the end. So we're going to spend some time talking with our friends. Is that okay? But we'll bring you up in a little while. Michael says it's still sore. I have a doctor's appointment in the afternoon to get a shot. Yep, I remember you saying you're getting an antibiotic shot. Lerodox says, like the video, Sir Yogi. Thank you, Lerodox. Hey, Medic. Medic says, thanks, Michael. Glad you enjoyed it. Hey, Danny. Sorry, guys, I fell behind. Gruma says they are bad. What's that? Dairy products? Medic says, for true enlightenment, you need UK Medic. I'm inclined to believe so. Someone says, I'm happy to say, I'm glad you're happy. All right, guys, I'm diving in. I'm going to catch up. Eric Point says, not true, Grimmer. Thanks, Eric Point. I'm what my conservative friends say. He's one of the good. He's one of the good ones. Someone says, "Hola, Danny." Brad says, your demands on dairy products likely explain your veganism and choice of low expectation food. Low expectations. My lentils. They demand the best in me. Medic says, "Thanks, Michael. Glad you enjoyed it. I read that." And hey, Robin, great show last night. Eric says, "I love your answer, Eric. It's a distraction. I don't want to be rude, but I don't think anywhere else will bring you what you already are. I could be wrong, but no one can add to what you are or take." I think you are absolutely right. Thank you, by the way. I also think that sometimes we need to run out of all the other possibilities before we finally sigh, shrug our shoulders, and say, "I guess this is it." And as soon as we say that, it is. It's it. We're there. Brad says, "Hey, Danny." Still says, take away what you are, when all or nothing. Absolutely. Michael says, typo, correction, didn't mean to call you Robin or Robbie. Hey, Sniper, greetings, beautiful souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. Close your eyes, I'll meet you there. Power of imagination. Tafita, I don't know what that means. Dodak says, Eric, no need to say Grimmer's doing anything bad. He just said gay people. That's not offensive because I know several respectful gay people. What do you mean? Flip Up says, might do an ASMR tonight. Nice. Dodak says it shouldn't be an offense, Eric, but it's not your fault. Not sure where did I miss something there, Docs? Michael said, yep, hopefully that will clear it up. I hope so, Michael. I know it's been lingering for like a week now. Danny said, it's amazing. Small face is not here yet. He's usually a late shower. Hey, Salmon, we're going to wait a little bit. Sorry. It's because we got a little more people here, so I want to make sure that I'm caught up. Hey, Cat and Jack, I've been asking about you. Runner Boys is Grimmer. You're looking kind of cute. You want to go on a date? Runner Boy might be my weirdest friend, and that's saying a lot because look at you guys. Danny says, Cat and Jack. I have a movie suggestion for you, Cat and Jack. Runner Boy says, oh no, it's Therodox. Medic says, like my dairy products fresh, but it's a bugger getting a cow in the refrigerator. Yeah, you either need a really big refrigerator or a really small cow. Danny's waving at Michael. Brad says, sorry, Yogi, chickpeas don't exactly scream, try again. In fact, they kind of just scream, try. Have you had hummus before? Hey, Duncan. How's the back? Did you take a step away from? Did you take a step back with it recently? I did a little bit. Made a mistake. 2 big days in a row. I'm just adding weighted squats back in the mix, very light, but for higher reps. And I doubled up on it after a 10-minute set with the kettlebells, followed by a 5-minute set with heavier bells the next day. It was a little too much, but actually, it's feeling remarkably good today. How are you, Duncan? Wonder Boy Groomer is a groomer. Stay away from him or her. Probably shouldn't be throwing that term around loosely. Probably. Wonder Boy says Zodak's probably right. Someone says, same, I can't tell correctly. How far behind am I in the chat? Zodak says, anyone else's autocorrect is messed up today, guys? Sipper says, Latin taffeta based on Persian kaftan, to shine. What rumor says, you, runner boy? Brad says, hummus is mid, as my kids like to say. What is mid? Is that good? It sounds good. Danny's waving at Duncan Walsh. Brad says, salsa, hummus, change my mind. Salsa is just salsa. It's always going to be salsa. Not bad, but it's never going to be anything other than salsa. Hummus can be all kinds of stuff. Mine changed. Someone says she loves salsa salante. So I'm not. Why am I going to bother trying to say it again? Leodak says, Yogi, I've had some ongoing thought in my mind for a while now. Why can't kids have the same rights as adults? Because the minds have not been developed emotionally to the extent as hopefully most adults, as well as experiences. They do have, rights, but they are under the care, under the supervision of an adult. One of what says it's been a millennia, and my comment has yet to be read. Well, I just read that. Which one? What comment? Cat says, "What did I miss?" Hey, Cat. Toy Pup says, "Be patient, Selma. You will at the end, honey." Yeah, I'm sorry, Selma. You can see him. I'm kind of falling behind, Selma. And we have some good friends here that I haven't seen for a little bit, so I need to. I would like to stay on top of the conversation, but I apologize. Sorry, runner boy, I missed it. Chloe says, "Evening, Yogi. Maddie's doing a live soon, all night on his fish tank. It's pretty. Hope you had a good day, Mr. Yogi. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you for letting me know. I will make sure to check it out. And remember, he was talking about that. I hope you get a chance. No F's, no thrills, no mercy. Our friend Maddie. Brett says that moment the host asks, how far behind am I in chat? And the only thing you can do is tell them is type at the bottom of the chat. Hey, I'm not that far behind. I think. Duncan says, you mentioned you have a time period to make YouTube work for you financially. How far down that timeline are we? Getting close. I not yet threading the needle, but I'm looking the needle in the eye and wondering how I'm going to get the thread in there. A few things set me back a bit. Yeah, I'm splitting some finance with someone, and they ended up being broke and not being able to carry their end. So I carried it for him. which was absolutely fine. But it puts you in a precarious position. Theodox says, Runner Boy's mind is faster than his name. Hey, Martine, how are you, my friend? Someone says salsa is a dance, and salsa is when you dip in chips. You're absolutely right. Chloe says hi to Danny. Someone says hi to Chloe. Lerodak says, okay, Yogi, because I'm a kid. Yeah, but I guess legally for another year, right? You're 17. Martine says, hey, Runner Boy, thanks for coming in the chat. I was very humbled. Runner Boy is a good guy. Lerodak says, almost 18. Almost 18. When was your birthday again, Lerodax? Martine says, hey, Danny, ATC, and Selma. Chloe says, say, love you, toy pups. I apologize if I've missed any comments. Someone says, Puppy Mommy is amazing. She is amazing. One of us says, that was the comment. Gotcha. Someone says, it's okay. Yogi, thank you, Selma. I appreciate you understanding, my friend. Hey, guess what? Amazing Amanda, it's her birthday today. Guys, if you can wish Amazing Amanda a happy birthday. Someone says, I miss you, Amanda. Happy birthday, my friend. Amanda says, I'm 23 today in my dreams, but I'm having a good day. Martine says, I'm super yogi. How's you? I'm doing pretty good. Flip Up says, thank you so much. Kat says, so yogi. Oh, you're waiting for the movie suggestion that I mentioned way back in the conversation. I apologize. LA Story. Have you seen it? Steve Martin. Who else was in it? I know Sarah Jessica Parker was in it, but she didn't have a big role. One boy says Yogi is number one, the number one enemy to my existence. He says as I bring his playlist up tomorrow morning to watch. Brad says hey to Chloe. Martine says happy birthday to Amanda. Paradox says amazing Amanda, who exactly are you? Because your channel is like a pet supporting channel. It is. And I went and noticed that your description is the same as Groomer with a Groomer's description. And Groomer has a cat profile. Amanda says, thank you, Eric. Sorry you haven't been on much last couple days. Yesterday, baby kitty not doing good. Oh man, she may die. I'm sorry to hear that. And today my son came over for my birthday, so it wasn't on. That's okay, man. I hope the kitty pulls through. Duncan says, what happens when the needle threads, Eric? I don't know. Don't know. We'll find out. Maybe get a bigger needle, smaller thread. Is Eric LP still lurking? Eric LP, you still around? Martine says, getting closer to my goal. Thank you, Yogi. Thank you so much. Absolutely. I'm happy to. Martine, I truly, truly believe in your channel. I believe in the channel. I believe in you. As I mentioned before, you do an excellent job. Eric Point says, yes, he's still lurking. Brad says, you folks with other profiles? My other profile is a beer and a lawn chair. Hey, Martine, where are you watch hour wise? Simply says, Zodox, what a term for brushing and cleaning animals. Amanda says, thank you. My husband and I run our own construction business. Plus, we rescue birds, goose, cats, bunny animals. People don't want anymore. And it's a wonderful thing that you guys are doing. Hey, Jamie. Medic says, emailed your video at Eric. Rumor says, what? Eric Point's going to check. So how you doing, Jamie? Hey, did you look around YouTube yet for, hey, maybe Duncan Walsh would know. Duncan says, workout programs eminent. Jamie, are you connected with Duncan Walsh? There's little in the fitness world that Duncan is not knowledgeable about. Duncan, do you know any way to increase resistance for core workout, particularly using resistant bands? No weights, using resistant bands. I see our friend False North just went live, by the way, guys. It just popped up. Amanda says, laughing country, love the beer and chair. Duncan says, posting the new PB attempt on Navy SEAL Smar. You said attempt. What do you mean by attempt? I guess I got to wait until tomorrow to find out, right? Simply says, Zeradox, when you have a beard or mustache, you'll be doing something called grooming yourself. One day. I'm looking forward to the workout programs, Duncan. One boy says, Zeradox, you got a good eye for observation to see that. Yeah, that's true, Runner Boy. Martine says, I'm hoping to hit for my second year on YouTube. Just need over 700 hours. Well, remember, YouTube holds 5 days in reserve. So you probably need under 6 now, or under 7. Laradox says, sniper instructions unclear, already have a beard. Hey, Laradox, I don't know, maybe I missed your answer. How'd your basketball game go? Your last game? Laradox says, Yogi, Groomer, and Amanda, the same account. I don't think they're the same account. I suspect that Groomer is probably Amanda's husband, partner. Wonder Boy says, Yoga did a core with bands today. Hey, explain to Jamie what you've done to add to use the bands for a core workout. Amanda says, UK Medic, it's sub to you. Hey, he has an amazing channel, Amanda. You'll love it. Stephanie says, Zeradox, maybe ask. Gravity says, hey, Yogi. Hey, Gravity, how are you? You're another one I saw out and about today. Several live streams. Always nice to run into friends. Zeradox says, Amanda, are you a groomer? Stephanie says, amazing Amanda herself. Herdox says the same thing. Yep. Well, no. Duncan says, increase the difficulty of core workout just using body weight, you mean? He wants to do it with resistant bands. Although I don't think he would be adverse to doing it with just body weight as well. Medic says, thank you, Amanda. I'll check back with you later. Hey, Global. Zodak says, I could count. What's up, my friend? Amanda says, Athens says, groom my hubby. Yep, that's what I thought. Global says, you got to watch backwards, man. New content. Lodox says, I read all descriptions, Running Boy. Yep, I was yesterday, I think. Yesterday I saw some of the new stuff. Let me bring you up again. Hey, is anyone here not subscribed to Follow Me Global? It's at 369. Sorry, guys, I got to pay some attention to my cat. The backwards man. Oh, you know what? I saw your Young Grow Blazing Cuban in Mexico. I didn't click on it because I didn't see your name. Sorry, I missed that. Our friend Global is in Mexico right now with his brother. Let's see. Amanda says, follow me, Global sub. Thanks, Amanda. Theodax says, last game we won. Awesome. Way to end the season. Amanda says, awesome. Leodax. Won by 18 or 19, I forget. How'd you do? Won by a lot. Amanda said, that's awesome. Boy says, just tie the band to something, and you can do sit-ups with helping pull you up. With it helping pull you up for drop sets or behind you to add resistance. Nice. Hey, Jamie, did you hear that? Leodax says he can't follow me global because he lives on Mars and I'm not global. You can make an exception for our friend follow me. Cypher says, Eric, when you close your eyes, what color do you see mostly? It's a good question. Sort of a black hindering on brownish. When I meditate, there are shades of indigo. Martine says, well, late for me. I have to go to bed. Catch you in the morning, Yogi. Much love and bye to chat. Much love to you, Martine. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will be back on watch tomorrow for some watch hours. We'll get you there in this 2-year period. Duncan says, thanks, Gravity Core Fitness. Amanda says, thank you for all the birthday wishes. Absolutely, Amanda. I hope you had a wonderful day. Theodox says, my description reads non-dog because who actually let the dogs out? We'll never know that answer. I kind of hope that if we ever learn the answer, I'll never have to hear that song again. Man, sorry guys, I'm looking for, there it is. Time to take my supplements. Man, it says buy food. Let's see, Dunk says you don't need any equipment. The best core exercise is probably the dragonfly exercise. They're sure they've done tons. There'll be demos of it on YouTube. I can do one set of it for 30 seconds and feel stiff in the core. It's been a while since I've tried that. Global says sub back gravity. Dodax says joking already subbed. I figured you did. Long John, hey, how are you, my friend? What's up, bud? Just checking in, sending good energy your way, and please send my way. Absolutely. Sending you good energy and lots of love, my friend. Amanda says, gravity, I sub to you. What color does a person blind from birth see? Interesting question. Sniper says, Runner Boy, can you describe the color red to a blind man? Let's see. Dragon Fruit says, someone get your butt back over here. Lodoc says, I did as good as I did, which was as good as I did. I will take that to mean that you did good. All right, in a little bit, we're going to do some breath work. If anyone is still here and would like to do some breath work, we're going to take it back to the basics, guys. Wonderboy says, the answer to my question is nothing. A blind person from birth cannot see. That goes for color. Maybe. Lodoc says, Yogi is actually funny. Yeah, every once in a while. You know, every once in a while something slips out. Global says, everyone double tap the screen. Please, if you're not ready. Hey, Global, so you having a good time in Mexico? Long says, holy moderators, Batman. Yeah, we do have a lot, but it's basically so people can connect. Almost everyone here is a content creator and they're looking to expand their channels. They do have a tendency to mod people up rather quickly, but that's okay. Gravity says, I subscribe to you, Global. Keep forgetting to take this. Lehrak says, Yogi is so good, he could do running comedy. I like Seinfeld too. Wonderboy says, best bet on best behavior, Long. You got Runner Boy on the job. And Long is always on his best behavior. Long is always a good friend. Global says, thanks, Gravity. I sub back. Mana says, Long John, I sub to you. Sniper says, Runner Boy, can't you see color in total darkness? Shame, you should try it. Global says, Eric, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. The sub's going well for you, bro. Just starting to get there. Gravity drops a link, sub for you guys. Yeah, make sure you guys connect with everyone. That's why everyone's blue. Globo says, yes, brother, 9 countries in 8 months. Wow. Finish my back within 2 weeks. You said you're going to keep going past the back, right? You were thinking about extending it? Lodoc says, identify as a person who doesn't pay taxes. That'll change one day, my friend. Unfortunately, taxes are the bane of my existence. I live in a high tax area. I understand. I live in one of the best educated counties in the country, by far. It's a beautiful area to live, well maintained, got libraries, hospital, you know, taxes pay for all of that. But everything is taxed. I'm paying property tax, city tax, county tax, state tax, Fed tax. Sniper says, everything has tax on it, even a Twinkie. Full front and back. That's going to be awesome. Gravity says, night guys, great stream, Yogi. Thank you, Gravity, much appreciated. Then starting on my other side of my chest and stomach. Sniper says, rule number 1, breathe in and out. Rule 2, repeat if necessary. And hopefully it will be necessary. Runner Boy is going to start its restream soon. Taxes in and of themselves aren't bad. Excessive taxes, that's another story. Hey, Daisy. Daisy says, hey there, Yogi. How are you? Toy Pops is back. Daisy says, going to have dinner. Leave this playing. Thank you, my friend. Daisy says, hi, everyone in chat. Narodoc says, The way I find the most helpful people to acknowledge the person we tend to forget about, which in this case, for me, Squirrel Sniper, he's so good of a guy and so helpful that we forget he exists. I never forget that Sniper exists. I know without doubt Sniper has my back. Well, I see, Paradox. I sort of know what you mean. Sniper's unassuming. Sniper never makes it about himself. Um, but because of his insights, because of his wisdom, when he does speak, speaks with a lot of power, a lot of purpose. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, underrated. That's a good way of saying it. I'm not sure about the metaphor. Like toilet paper is so helpful, but we get it's even there. What do you mean by there? Where we forget it's there? Maybe we shouldn't go too deep in this topic. Google says, not big content soon. South Korea to China, China to North Korea. Wow. South Korea to China, and then China to North Korea. Man, that'll be amazing. Lodex says, Sniper, if you're there, I want to say you're a great friend. You're absolutely right. He is a great friend. If they let me in, that's the next travel plan. I wonder what the conditions would be to let you in. Lodex says, too deep, Yogi. We're talking about bathroom. Keep it appropriate. Keep it appropriate. I was skirting the line. I was sliding in the PG-13 territory. Danny's waving at gravity. Lodex says, I'm so crazy. Yeah, you can be. That's for sure. Glibble says, I hate British and Americans, Eric. That seems to be the case in lots of places, unfortunately. Especially with the war in Ukraine. Yeah, I understand. Simpa says, I try not to throw away brief encounters as they are the ones which have the most important moments, Paradox. I appreciate your kind words. Glibble says, being allies with Russia. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Paradox says, sorry about the electric car joke yesterday, Yogi. I'm just not right lately. That's okay. You never need to. You never need to apologize for a joke. That's a I think a good rule with comedians and comedy because you sort of got to walk on the edge a little bit. Sometimes if you walk on the edge, you slip over. Paradox says you're just a nice guy who I've never really had a beef with. Paradox says Sniper, all good, dude. And Sniper says already had you followed. Hey, Toy Pops, are you still around? This was a lively chat. I'm actually surprised I was able to stay as caught up as I was, which wasn't by much, but not bad. It's crazy, bro. As I think Russia and Europe, America, UK, we're all brothers, white Slavic people, but we war with each other. It's crazy. To me, it's crazy in 2025 that we're still warring with anything and that people are still willing to participate in it. That an entire army will go off to get killed and to kill others at the whim of a leader saying, do this. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Therodox says, Yogi, you also, I have no complaints about you, except your head looks like a piece of glass in the sun. It's so shiny. That's not a complaint. That's a compliment. That's praise. I'm offering you my reflection. I'm offering you your reflection off of my head. You should be thanking me. I will take that as a thanks, and I'll say you're welcome. Lewis says, all people are the same to me. We were born different, but fight. No child is born with hate, brother. It's taught to them. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Toy Pups is still here. Snippet says, people defend their truths. Their illusion is when the truth don't even defend themselves. Truth doesn't need to. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Generally speaking, people defend their opinions. Isaac Asimov, great writer. Violence ever defeats its own end. Its own ends. I remember reading a quote, I think it was by Wayne Dyer. He said, in the history of warfare, it's never worked. Because if that was the case, we would only need one war, right? But every war just morphs itself into more discord, which eventually leads to more war. Ashley says, Toy Pups, I am sad. Snippet says it's when an option is taken as a fact, that's where trouble starts. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Dragonfruit says, Puppy Mama, we need you on Ashley's live stream. Dodak says, I love the book Walk in the Woods. They have it, I believe, right back here on my bookshelf. Rather the author, Bill Bryson, because he's making jokes while also explaining humankind's mistakes in the environment. He's a wonderful author. I have a couple of his books downstairs. Yeah, and I love that book, Walk in the Woods. Never saw the movie. Although I do like Robert Redford. And Nick Nolte. Dragonfruit says, and Selma. So it might be getting late to do breath work. And I don't know if we have enough hanging out in the chat that would want to do breath work. So maybe we'll wait until tomorrow. Simply says, I'm just drawn to old tattered books. Me too. Dog-eared, highlighted. Global says, it's sad no one gets on in 2025. Yeah, it's just amazing. You know, at this point in human history, that we haven't. I was in my blog. You do an outside link for people to come to. For me, it's on Amazon because if you visit my blog, this is a shameless plug, by the way. If you visit my blog and you click on an Amazon link, and if you order anything, doesn't have to be that thing in the link, anything at all. If you do any shopping, I get a kickback from Amazon. I think I'm allowed to say that. However, that's not the point. I've been writing about kindness forever. So I will look for a book on kindness that drop that link as its outside source. You find a ton of books on kindness for kids. Hey, Danny. but you don't find that many for adults. And yet, it's not the kids that need it. Kids know how to be kind. Adults need it. We're the ones that need to be practicing that. Theodox says, I love the woods. Me too. I was out in the woods today. I was filming some hawks, or I'm sorry, some owls, and I filmed a couple of deer. That was about it. I got a fox the other day. Theodox says, I miss going out in the woods with my dad when I was 7. I'm sorry, Theodox. I know that hurts. Danny says, passing by to say hi and give a thumbs up. I'm modding in another channel. Have a good one, Yogi. Thank you, Danny. Hey, thanks for the ad on Facebook, by the way. Theodox says he died the next year due to heart problems. Larodox, my heart goes out to you, my friend. I do know how much that hurts. It says the Derma program is at work. Sleepwalking with. Hey, Austin. Austin says had a squirrel. Global says I've lost so many good people, so I've lost faith with God now, and atheists, but respect everyone's views. I can understand how that how we head in that direction. Theodox says my mom's death is something my aunt has never talked about. Although I'm pretty sure it's because of breast cancer. Have you ever asked Theodox? I guess maybe one day it might be easier. Sit down and have that conversation. Austin says hi to everyone. Hey, Austin. Theodox says, want my dad back? Hey, you know what, Theodox? I'm going to be 60 years old in 2 more months. I lost my dad right towards the end of 2021, and I want my dad back too. Man, my heart goes out to you, my friend. I know you do. Theodox says, I keep thinking I'll wake up and it's just a dream. He was 28. Global says, chin up, Theodox. Love, bro. Thank you, Global. Theodox says, did you know my dad was also bald? I think he might have mentioned that. Theodox says, I don't like bringing the subject up much. I understand. Global says, feel like you got a guardian angel from a loved one. Yeah, that's a nice way of thinking about it, Global. Sampa says, Theodox, at a point, we were all awake from the simulation, and it will seem that lifespan was only a moment in that time. Global says, I've survived 3 major car crashes. I survived a decade of hardcore drinking. Theodox says, Sniper, for me, I believe as a Christian that there is heaven. Hey, Joe. Vibe and Glow with Joe. How are you, my friend? Hey, Joe. How are you with your watch hours, my friend? Theodox says, my dad and my mom will be there, I know. Just bittersweet memories now, thinking about my parents. I know, I can understand that. Hey, Laradox. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within, and you just said that your parents are in heaven. That also means that you are carrying your parents with you in your heart, in heaven, in your heart, at all times. That's the connection. In heaven doesn't mean separate from you, my friend. And now they are able to love you in a way that is just so incredibly close. I feel both my parents with me everywhere, every day. Global says hi to Joe. Joe is pushing 1550. Nice. We broke the halfway point. I get you up. I get you up in play, and we will bump you up to the top of the list very shortly, and you're going to be my full-time watch hour project. Simple says global free NDEs here too. Various means all have the same connection. Everything is connected as one. Joe says, so follow me, global. Global says squirrel. Lordox says, I've subscribed to Cancer Scare, Cancer Scare Mystery, in exactly a decade. Lordox says, well, heaven is a real place. Doesn't mean it's separate from you, though. I mean, if we're going to take Jesus at his word, if Jesus says the kingdom of heaven is within, have you ever looked for it? Global says, I believe something is with me. Sniper says, hi there, Thrive. Hey there, Thrive. Global says, maybe our granddad or brother. Doradox says, because I believe in the Bible. Yep, that's where you can read what Jesus said of the kingdom of heaven. Global says, as I survive weird scenarios. Yeah, I have too. Fortunately. Sniper says, Global, the oversoul, we look out for each other. Those that have no fear for the unknown, for the unknowing. Doradox says, Yogi, I look forward to seeing you in the afterlife. I'd love to have a chat about what cleaning detergent you use to keep your skin so shiny. I do a yogic breathing technique called the skull shining breath. Kumbhoti in Sanskrit, mispronounced in Sanskrit. And it literally makes you shiny. You shine from within. Every morning. It's my wake up breath. I taught it here, actually. Exactly. Joe says, yes, completely agree with that, Yogi. My dad, my rock, is now resting, but no, he's living with me until I see him again. Laradox says, and that's a wrap. Goodbye. Goodbye, Laradox. Thanks for hanging out so long tonight. Global says, Laradox, big love, brother. And says, speak soon. Ashley says, after your live stream, can you please come in, my panel brother Yogi? I can come in for like a minute. After my live stream is usually when I wrap things up and say I go to bed. So let me end the live stream in just a minute, and I'll come in and say hi with you. It's not often I'm on anyone else's panel. I think, as a matter of fact, only once. Yoga, I think, was the only time. So it would be an honor. Global says, is there a link we can view? If you go click on Ashley, her name, which I got to do anyway. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. Go and spend a few minutes hanging out with our friend Ashley. I appreciate that invitation, Ashley. Thank you so much. Riley says, we need you. Sniper says, follow me global. I was 8 when I had my first Chinatown shooting. 18 car crash, rolled 4 times on fire. 37 fell over 40 feet onto my chainsaw. Each time was all out of body experiences to save my soul. Longa says, what's that morning breath you do? It is on your channel. What's the name again? It is interchangeably, it's called Breath of Fire and Skull Shining Breath. It is, I believe it's on my channel. If you go to, it should be on one of my Thank you. Joe, thank you so much. It should be on one of my playlists. I demonstrated it a while back. I try not to demonstrate it at night because it will keep you up. It's an energizing breath. It won't so much keep you up, it gives you energy. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you dropping that link. Says Eric Point. Another great live. Thank you so much. Global says, bro, I hit the Arctic Glory with my pregnant wife at 120. Wow. 120 kilometers an hour. Kilometers. Sorry. Wow. Yeah, Global. We had the baby. You had someone looking after you. For sure. You were being held. Joe says, hello, Mr. Point. Lordox says, I'll stay a bit longer. Lordox, we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to go over and say hi to Ashley. Lordox says, you saw yapping on man, so I thought I'd stay. Well, I appreciate that, Lordox. Yogi, if you ever think I mean, it's my heart's sense of humor. You know what, Lordox? I've never thought you were mean. I've thought at times that you have been a bit confused on some issues. I never thought that you were mean. I should say, I never thought that you were mean-spirited. Lordox says, I make fun of all types of people, and I mean it in the most innocent way. And actually, it's my way to express I love everyone. Semper says, very cared for. Follow me, Global. Yeah, absolutely. Global says, that's what I thought, Eric. All right, so I'm going to head over. I'm going to hang out with Ashley for about 5 minutes. And if you guys want, come on over. Let's show Ashley some love, guys. It'll be fun. I'll see you guys there if you have the time and if you are so inclined. If not, I understand. Tomorrow, remind me, we're going to do the breath work. So, hey, Global, right up above, you see Austin. Austin dropped the link. And Joe just dropped the link as well. Right below you. So I'm going to wrap it up. Guys, remind me tomorrow. We'll do the breathing. I apologize if anyone was waiting for it. I don't think you were. But if you were, I apologize. Joe says I dropped a link to her page. Thank you, Joe. Maybe I'll see you guys over there. Take care, guys.